So our flash flood watch continues today, partly because we got all that rain and we have the potential, as I was saying, for maybe another 2 to 4 inches, not necessarily widespread, but certainly at least an inch or two for a lot of us with the scattered rain that we have going. And then, of course, the big thing we'll be watching is if we see any of these bands start to sort of become more linear and tap into the moisture to the south and just kind of very slowly move over certain spots in southeast Louisiana. So we're not really seeing that right now. Everything's kind of scattered at this moment, but that's something we'll watch for over the next 3 or 4 hours or so, and even into this evening. Now, we are seeing a bit of rain over parts of the metro area, including Metairie and Kenner. We're looking at some of the scattered rain across some of our farther south coastal areas, and we do still have a few of these downpours north of the lake, and that flash flood warning is for those streets that we saw. Plenty of our photographers kind of showing us what was happening, and those of you sending in pictures safely, hopefully, from what you're seeing. Thank you for sending us those. It's good to see where we're actually seeing the flooding issues. Satellite and radar imagery is showing a lot of the moisture displaced now off to the east. I also wanted to touch quickly on the river flood forecast for our North Shore rivers. We know when we get big downpours like we had last night, often these rivers start to rise, and they are pretty much all rising or starting to rise. The one with the highest flood forecast right now is the Tchefuncte. This one, of course, usually swings way up and then way down. It looks like it may start falling as soon as tomorrow, but it is forecast to reach moderate to almost major flooding. So you'll see that level certainly come up today and tonight. The Tangipahoa, moderate flooding there, and it will start falling by Saturday, and minor flooding right now forecast for the other spots. But we'll have to watch. If we get a few of those downpours north of the lake, we'll have to see if those projections change a little bit. Today, low 80s maybe for highs. Our temperatures are only in the 70s right now. Expect a few more passing showers and a couple of downpours possible. Tonight will be in the 70s with a few more scattered showers. And here's our forecast model. 4 p.m. It's kind of trying to get some of these lines or bands of rain together again, perhaps a little farther to the east. We'll see. We'll be watching really closely for you, though. This is tonight, finally seeing a lower chance for the showers. Tomorrow morning, starting off with maybe a couple of showers, and then through the day, still a decent scattering of showers and a couple of storms, but again, not that really heavy rain and rain banding kind of threat tomorrow, as Nicholas will pretty much be falling apart and the deepest moisture moving to the east. So Nicholas, still a depression. I wanted to point out all of this drier air moving in, but as we've been saying, it's very unstable. So what we see will be able to kind of have enough lift to produce the rain and tap in to enough moisture from the south. So we'll have to watch for that. Also seeing the winds just a little bit breezy in spots. Our coastal flood advisory, just for those minor coastal flooding issues, now with those winds a bit more southerly, will continue until early tomorrow. And just to point out, our tropical outlook does have a couple of spots that might soon develop. This one might bring some high surf to parts of the East Coast later in the week, and we will see the next names Odette and then Peter. So that might be happening soon, but no imminent threats for our area at this point in the next week or so, and hopefully plus. Our 7-day forecast shows that return to a little bit more regular pattern with the scattered storms in the afternoons, mostly for the weekend.